Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We've got to fix the food. Planet Earth has to become a population of people who eat the human diet. The human diet is a starch-based diet.
Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, the messenger of peace.
Milechon tuttavo, wise viewers, if you are ever fortunate to visit Karelia, the spiritually elevated Karelians might greet you with Milechon tuttavo, which means pleased to meet you in Karelian, a language spoken in the Republic of Karelia. I'm Irina. Magnificent Karelia thanks all the responsible physicians for telling their patients about the benefiting vegan diet. May the divine favor all your good works. Welcome to the second episode of our show, Dr. John McDougall, vegan, on the natural diet of humans. In the last episode, we learned about Dr. McDougall's discovery of the connection between an animal people-based diet and disease, and how the low-fat, starch-based vegan diet is the natural solution. On today's show, we'll find out about the noble work of his foundation in promoting health and environmental sustainability around the world. Many non-vegans are unaware that the protein in foods that come from animal people actually comes from plants, but many resources are wasted in the process, so an animal people-based diet is much more harmful to the environment, as well as for those animal people, and of course, the humans eating it. Let's hear how Dr. McDougall and his foundation work to reach the people who need to hear this crucial message.
The foundation will be dedicated towards doing what we can to help save the planet. What we need to do is we need to tell people the importance of their food choices in terms of whether or not we're going to be here due to global warming. The foundation is dedicated to trying to convince the rest of the world that we need to make these changes not only for personal health, but to save the planet. Because what scientists tell us is that even if everybody converts off of fossil fuel, it's not going to be enough. We've got to fix the food. Planet Earth has to become a population of people who eat the human diet. The human diet is a starch-based diet.
Some of the most important people who need to be reached with this message are doctors, dietitians, and other medical professionals who have so much influence over people's diets, from personally advising patients what to eat to guiding government policies. Let's hear how Dr. McDougall's foundation works.
Well, part of what we did, because of the education that I felt was necessary, is when I ran a residential program, which I did between 2002 and 2020. We ran a residential program in Santa Rosa, California, where people came from China, Korea, Japan, all over the world. and they attended this program where we educated them on site. But as of March of 2020, you couldn't do that anymore. We had the COVID-19 pandemic, and the resort was shut down. Transportation was shut down. And so what we decided to do was to make it a telemedicine program. And that's what it is now. Our doctors come into your home, regardless of where you live, and we do a thorough medical evaluation and set out a plan for you to get off your drugs and to avoid all unnecessary treatments. We get to do that by the internet. And then every morning, our support specialists get together with you, find out what your blood sugar is, what your blood pressure is, how you're doing, what do you plan on eating today? And you get that kind of support all day from our staff. And we have a tremendous amount of education, much more effective. I want to tell you that even if things went back to, quote, normal, we would never run a residential program again. It's so much more effective to do this via the internet in your home. And I'm very pleased at the results we've gotten.
Life has no more fun? Try vegan.
Healthy viewers, we'll take a short pause for a brief message. Please stay with us here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, attentive viewers. While the personalized program offers the highest level of support for people switching to the planet-saving vegan diet, Dr. McDougall explains that much of the information is available free to everyone.
The first thing I want to make clear to you is everything you need to know is free on my website, drmcdougall.com. There are probably 800 recipes. There's a meal plan. There's a 12-day program right there, free. You can have it. There are other articles on breast cancer and diabetes and weight, all free. So, you don't really have to join us to get the benefits. It's all there. But most people, like myself included, find out we need a little bit more intimate education program than just, say, reading a book or a website. So even though it's all available free on my website, you may want to come because you need to have the changes happen soon.
While the COVID-19 pandemic has caused much disruption and suffering around the world, Dr. McDougall explains how it's also presented a powerful opportunity to educate people about the importance of consuming a starch-based diet.
The COVID-19 pandemic has, to me, been an opportunity. It's made people aware of the fact that they can change. I've heard it said that we've progressed in less than 1 year. We've progressed as far as societal changes 10 years, a decade. It's pushed us that far ahead. It's made us realize that we can do something positive in our lives and in our planet's life. Just in the last year, the global warming gases have been reduced by 10%. There are animals walking through city streets. There are fish in the canals of Venice. In Shanghai, they can see the sky is blue.
Very early on in the COVID-19 pandemic, it was found that, on average, the disease affects overweight and diabetic people more than others. And these conditions are linked to both a diet high in meat and other foods from animal people. Let's hear Dr. McDougall explain the science of why the plant-based diet provides the most protection from COVID-19.
So what's been discovered is that when people are trim, and especially when they're trim because they ate a really good diet, a starch-based diet, they have a rather mild disease. And that's been a discovery all over the world. Whatever population has been studied, the overweight people are not able to defend themselves. their immune systems don't work so well. The cholesterol they eat interferes with the transfer of the virus so that the virus becomes very transmittable from the bloodstream into the lungs because of the cholesterol in the food. You know, science has worked all this out. So here you are. Here you've got this multifaceted win. With the right diet, you can cure high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, constipation, arthritis, etc. You can save the planet. And if you have the misfortune of getting infected with this coronavirus, you're going to have a good chance of surviving. You know, and there are things you can control. You can't control your age, but you can control your physical health. And that's just a matter of stopping the food poisoning. It's the food. Did I mention it was the food?
We finished our interview on this positive note by asking Dr. McDougall how governments can accelerate the shift towards the global adoption of the diet that's healthy for humans and the earth.
Government could do so much. You know, the purpose of the government is to protect us from foreign and domestic enemies. Well, governments also has to protect us from internal threats, from internal enemies, such as the meat and dairy industry and the drug companies. So, yeah, they could do a lot. They've tried to do a lot over the years. They tried with the dietary goals of the United States in 1977. But industry, they got their lobbyists and their money together and beat those guys down to nothing. And that's not right. Not when it comes to your children, your spouses, your parents. You know, folks, we're not dealing with a broken television. We're dealing with people you love, people you depend on. Let's get serious about this. You need to have people telling you the truth. The truth is simple and easy to understand. It really is. People are sick because of the food. The answer is to eat a diet which 99.99% of people ever walk this earth have eaten, which is a starch-based diet. Let's get back to reality. Let's make a U-turn. This one simple U-turn will help save the planet, reduce the risk of going on to serious complications of COVID, and cure all the dietary diseases.
Dr. John McDougall's presentation on food poisoning at his website is presented in 24 different languages and dialects. So if you have friends, family, or acquaintances who don't yet follow Dr. McDougall's wholesome vegan diet, please visit drmcdougall.com for more information. Our heartfelt thanks, Dr. McDougall, for your commitment to bringing about the urgent changes needed in the world for everyone to be eating a healthy, plant-based, low-fat starch diet. May your noble work be forever blessed in nurturing celestial light.
When you make a wise decision for yourself, it ends up being a wise decision for every other living thing. Daryl Hannah, vegan, on choosing a vegan lifestyle.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for your company today. Coming up next is The World Left Ukraine to Fight Alone, Part 12 of 17, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May we all be guided towards loving food choices for ourselves and our precious planet.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.